Hey everyone, Mike here with Bravara. Let's go through setting up your basketball league for player evaluation and draft. On our website, you'll put in your sport and league information here, your season that's coming up, and if you put a date in for your evals, that just helps us keep track of you to be available to support you in time. You can take your player registration data set as a CSV file from your Sports Connect, League apps, anything that you're using for registration, and pull it on over to Bravara. You don't need to edit any columns or anything. Bravara lets you know what data it's matching up to our system. If anything looks off, you can change it here. So everything looks good. We'll continue. We'll start importing. And it'll take a second here to get all those players imported. It'll initially import 50, and then the remaining will be importing in the background as you wait. Okay, so we're on the divisions tab here on the website. You can hit the refresh button in your web browser and get the latest import to make sure all the players are in there. Okay, so we've got them all in there now. You see all the players in the correct division. You can see how many players in each division, how many teams that the system estimates, which you can always edit later if needed. Okay, so we take a look at the 10U, and there's our player list. Everyone's in there. We've got their name, guardian name, birth age, league age, and no one's assigned to teams yet. We'll get to that later after the evals. And on our teams page here, this is where we want to add coaches. If the coach is a guardian of one of the players and is attached to the player in registration, you'll find them in the email list here. So you can search for that coach's name, you can scroll through the list and add them that way. If they are not attached to the player, maybe it's a different parent that registered, or it's a grandparent or whoever it is that is coach, you can just put in that coach's email address, just type it in manually, and that'll add that coach to the system. Once you have all your coaches added here, I'll just do it for the 10U division, but you can do it for all your divisions. Team names and assistant coach you can do now or you can do later. But now we go to the player evaluations tab. We set up evaluations. This is the 10U division, so I'll start my evaluation number with 1,000. If it were a 9U division, maybe I'd start with 900. 12U division, maybe start with 1,200. Totally optional, up to you. Tell the system what you want us to start with. And there you go. All the players are already assigned their eval numbers. Those are the default ratings categories. Overall is system calculated. Bravara calculates that off the other categories. The number after the dash of the eval number, that's the player's league age. And if you have a special league age calculation for your organization, let us know. In the example here, they're just all birth age and league age are the same. Okay, we're on the evaluators tab here, and we're going to add an evaluator who is an administrator. Let's say they're a board member, okay, and we want them to have access to the players and to the app. They may or may not put in evaluation scores. That's up to you, but there are some admin capabilities in the app, like adding players on the spot, adding coaches on the spot that you might want them to have. Okay, this is the coaches view. When you add those coaches and set up evals, coaches get an invite in their email. And so let's say coach is on their phone, pulls up their email on their phone, clicks through, taps through, and downloads the app. And check this out. Coach is going to show up to evals with the players already loaded in the app already. No more printing papers, no more managing spreadsheets. Bravara does it all for you. Coach is going to tap on a player when they're up for the eval, tap on the category that they're evaluating, type in the score, hit done. At the bottom of the screen, you hit the arrow to advance to the next player in order. If players are out of order or you need to search for them, they showed up late or at the wrong time or something, you can hit the X there. And in the search bar at the top, you can search for the player either by their name or their eval number. Either way, search for them, find them, tap on them, and get that rating put in there right away. So use the arrow at the bottom to advance if they're in order, or use the search bar, or just scroll and find your players. Okay, let me show you one other thing here. We're going to put in a shooting score here. And as a coach, evaluator, any notes that I put in for this player, those are only visible to me, private notes, okay? So that I can refer back to those during the draft. Okay, so let's pretend that we evaluated everybody, and now we go to the draft section. So it automatically defaults the order by the overall rating, and you can see that any notes you put in are visible. Now, a couple of really cool things using the draft mode as a coach. You can hit the All Evaluators button. If your league wants to do this, you hit that button as a coach, and it automatically updates the scores to the average of everybody evaluating. Each column is sortable. You want to find the best dribbler, find that really good point guard, that really good shooter, whoever you want to put on your team next. This is your pick tool to find the next best player. Okay, so it's draft night, and coming on into the draft room is league administration and coaches. Okay. The app looks very much the same, but has a few different capabilities depending on who you are. But in the room, admin calls out, Coach Jack, you have first pick. Coach looks at the all evaluators, turns it on, turns it off, gets a feeling for who he wants and says, hey, I pick number 1009 Griffin. Admin finds that player, taps the coach that picked him, and that player is automatically assigned. That player disappears then from everybody's devices. So no more picking players that aren't available. Available players is always updated. Next coach, Riley, you got next pick. Coach makes their pick, tap on the player, tap on the coach that picked him. That player is assigned. The draft is moving really quick now. A few more features that I'll show you here in the admin view. When you click on those three dots, you have lock settings. These are some options that some leagues asked us to build, so there they are. You can lock evaluations so that no one can update them after they've already been done. You can hide team assignments and hide an evaluator average. So different options there depending on how you want to run things. When you tap on available players, you have some different options here. We're going to look at team totals. The idea here is that Bravara will track team stats live, real time during the draft. If you're a recreational league and you want to balance teams, you can use that to make sure that teams are balanced as you move on. Tapped on a coach there to see that coach's team. You saw the player that's assigned. When you tap that player that's on a team, you can either move them to a different team if you made a mistake, or make a trade after draft night, or remove them. Those options are there. Tapped on edit team there. When you tap on edit team, you can add a team name if you want to right in the app here, if you hadn't already added team names in the website. That's optional. But as you export your player set, if you have team names, not just coach names, but team names, that might be helpful to you depending on what other software you're using. So you'll get a CSV file with everything in there, including team names. So with Bravara, we're going to save you time. We're going to save you paper. We're going to balance teams, the best you've ever had. We're here to help and to answer any questions. You can reach us at support@bravara.com. Have a great season.